Hi guys, so the next question is question 27 uh, from section C for 3 marks. So let's read out what the question is saying. It says to protect plants from heat, a shed has to be made, and the shed is of iron rods, and these have to be covered with a green cloth. There is a lower part of the shed which is a cuboid, and then on top of it, it is mounted by a semi-cylinder. So this is your figure, and we have to find the area of the cloth. So basically, all this area that we see, this area, this area, this area, overall, is basically is covered, and we have to find this uh, surface area, so to say, wherein the dimensions for the calculation is given. So 14 meter is this dimension. So that also tells that for this semicircle, right, the diameter is 14. So radius becomes 7 meter. For cuboid, it is already given that the height is 16, length is 25, and breadth is 14. And then there is this figure. So let's talk about the figure in a better manner. So now we are looking at the layout of that iron rods and the shed, green shed that will be. So now we are looking at the top of it. So there were 4 cuboidal walls. We have separated those walls, and this cylindrical wall itself is also has 2 parts. So one is the cylinder surface area. We flattened it, and there are 2 semicircles on left and right side, which will make one circle. Now we'll be easily able to calculate what the whole area is going to look like. Exploded look or the flattened look was only to make you understand how the things are looking. So there is a half cylinder surface that is involved, right? And there are 4 cuboid walls that are involved. So those 4 cuboid walls are really easy. 1, 2. The front is, which is visible. So I'll write that as 3. I mean, 1 is equal to 3 and 2 is actually equal to 4. So these pairs of walls. Ground, do we need to involve? No. And top is the cylinder itself. So top is cylinder itself, but there is uh, 2 more semicircles that we have to take care of, and those semicircles are this one view, as you can see here, and the other view is this. So these, when we take care, so 2 semicircles. So for cylinder, the height is 25. The surface area, so cylinder surface is like this. This is the curved part. This is the longitude part, right? I'm just flattening it. So if you imagine the curved part for whole of the area is like this length, whole length is the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r, and this is the height of the cylinder. So cylinder has a circumference same as a circle. So 2 pi RH is the surface area. You mean to find this area basically. So 2 pi RH is the surface area, but you want the half of it only. So you do divided by 2. Now these 2 are also to be calculated, the semicircles where the cloth will be wrapped as well. So that's one circle. So one circle has pi r square. Now next part is the area of cuboid walls. So walls are 1, 3 and 2, 4. Now for 1, 3, the dimension is what? So let's check here. This is 1, 3 and this is your 2, 4 wall, right? So 1, 3 wall, the dimension is 25 into 16, L into H. And since these are 2, I have multiplied by 2 already. For 2, 4, again 2 walls. I am finding area for 2 walls. And for second and fourth, if you look at it, 14 meter is the breadth and height is 16. So B into H. Now what I need to do is L is 25 into 16 14 into 16. So now overall, what we need to do here is just be able to add all of these up. So what are we adding? One this, two this, and third is these two things. So if we are adding this, we will get pi r h plus pi r square plus 2lh plus 2bh. Now this we have already discussed that r for the circle and the cylinder are basically the same, which is 7. This piece here, right? H of the cylinder, as in this is the h of the cylinder. It is same as the L. So h cylinder is equal to 25 is equal to L. So let's just use these values and solve it. So what do we get? 22 by 7 into 7 into 25 plus 22 by 7 into 7 into 7 plus 2 times of L is what? I have already written 25 into 16 plus 2 times of this piece becomes 14 into 16. Just need to be careful with the calculation of it to get the correct answer. So 7, 7, 7, 25 into 22, which is 250 into 250 plus 50. So 300. Sorry, 250, 25 into 20, which is 500 plus 25 into 250. So this becomes 550 plus 22 into 7, 14 and 14, 154, right? And this is 25 into 250, 16 by times 80, so 800. And this is 14 into 14 plus 2 is what I think. So this becomes 196 plus 28. Essentially 30 I'm adding. 226 minus 2, 224 into 2. 4, 4, 8. We just need to add these up and we'll have our answer. So let's add the hundreds first. So 500, 600, 1400 and 1800 plus 15, 50, 100, 104, 104 and 812, 112 and 40, 152, which basically tells you 1952 meter square. Now why meter square? Because dimension are all in meter. So hence meter square is here. 1952 meter square is your correct answer.